Many a times, people blame themselves for weight gain, cravings, overeating, or feeling disconnected from their body. But what if it's not just about discipline? What if your body has been trying to survive something your mind has already moved on from? Today, I want to talk about something which is really important about how trauma, chronic stress, and nervous system dysregulation can deeply affect appetite, eating patterns, and weight, and why healing your body's sense of safety matters more than self judgment. Trauma doesn't only stay in the memory. When people hear the word trauma, they think of memory. But trauma can also stay in your body. Even after stressful situations end, the body may still behave as if the danger is still around, the danger is still present. It may stay alert, hold the tension, struggle to rest, and keep producing stress responses. So let's talk about why weight and appetite change with trauma. When the body does not feel safe, it often shifts into the survival mode. And survival mode changes many things. Hunger signals, cravings, the way body digests food, metabolism, fat storage, sleep quality, emotional regulation. Some people even lose their appetite. Others, they start overeating. Both can happen when the nervous system is dysregulated. So, emotional eating, as we call it, is often a nervous system response. Sometimes food becomes just more than food. It becomes comfort, it becomes your grounding, it becomes the relief that you hold on to, your reward. It is something that makes you feel numb when you feel stressed, emotionally neglected, anxious, or unsafe. Food may have unconsciously become one of the safest comforts available to you. So later in life, stress can trigger cravings automatically. Let's look at the signs that it might be a nervous system dysregulation. You may notice craving sugar or heavy food when stressed, eating fast or mindlessly overeating after wrong restrictions, never feeling fully satisfied, eating to calm your anxiety, your guilt after eating, always being either too controlled or out of control. This doesn't mean that you're weak. It may mean that your body actually needs regulation. So, healing is not more punishing your body. Many people respond by becoming harsher with themselves. They create more restriction, they create more shame, more pressure for themselves. But a body already stressed doesn't heal through so much of harsh punishments, it heals through safety. Let's look at the ways in which we can help our body feel safe again. Simple things they matter deeply, like eating your regular meals, sleeping properly, slowing down while you eat, journaling your emotions. I cannot let you know how important it is. Taking breaks without guilt, gentle movement, your time that you spend in nature, nervous system calming practices, breath work. If you know certain energy healing like Reiki, those practices, therapy or support when you need them, please look out for them. These may look small, but they teach your body that life is not about, always feeling dangerous. If you've struggled with food, body image, weight fluctuations, emotional eating, please know you are not broken. Your body may have simply been coping in the best way that it could do at that time. The body can learn safety again, slowly, patiently, with consistency. And when safety returns, many habits begin to shift naturally. If this resonated with you, please do share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe to Joyce Luster for more of such healing and awareness based content. Thank you so much. मिलते हैं. Okay. Bye bye.